whenever you send me whenever you send the reaction thing, I look at them like I know half those motherfuckers, and they're always pissed off. Always. It's so bad. It's so bad. I was fuming today at work. I'm over at my store just trying to decommission it, and I'm fucking.
What?
How much of the game were you able to watch?
I watched 10 minutes of the first half at the end, and then I watched basically all the second half.
Nice.
Like Chelsea, you weren't lying when they dominated. Like I must have got the 10 minutes at the end.
You guys notice how Real Madrid's over Arsenal?
Tiko, I feel like we're not gonna be able to see that, and no one's gonna care. And you're caring too much about it right now.
And honestly, you remember what Sergey said? You gotta be in the middle of the screen.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit about
Like
that.
this?
Yeah, just blocking it all.
You have to be in the middle of the screen so he gets a good thumbnail. I like that we're all wearing jerseys though. Is this because I said we should all wear jerseys?
Yeah, I think that's a factor.
That's good. I think that works. Don't worry, I got my Heung-min jersey.
Oh, he couldn't quite do it today.
No, it was fucking horrible.
He had that chance at the end though. That was an amazing save.
Oh, what a save! What a save!
I thought it was done. I was already resigned to that being a goal. I did not think Sanchez had that in him.
Well, he got across really well.
He
really
did.
well.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tottenham shit.
Welcome back, boys.
Yeah.
Bro, I feel so dirty like coming back here. I walked into LAX and the first thing me and my wife said was, "It's so dirty here." Fucking, we walk. There's fucking trash on the floor. There's this on the floor. Like people aren't nice. Like I got to Japan, I got bow to, and I started bowing. Arigato gozaimasu.
Was it a full bow?
It was a shit full bow or a shit bow?
It was a shit bow.
Yes, those were his words. Shit bow.
I was reading an article though about how like everyone like goes to Japan and thinks it's so amazing, but like actually living there is pretty rough. It's pretty hard. Just like the social structure and like everything there and like.
Well,
it's just
I'm with you on that.
Tough place to live.
I heard that they love the tourists not the tourists but the teachers that come there to teach English, but for the most part they don't really care much for the English speaking.
Yeah.
Like especially in Kyoto, they're trying to stop tourists from going there because they're fucking it up because they're harassing the geishas and shit. You know what I mean?
Did you see what I read something that they're like the pricing for tourists is going to be higher than the people living there. I don't know if it's just like across the board or like on tourist activities.
So they're pulling a Trump tariff thing.
No, so they said at some places there's a different menu. So you always ask for you don't ask for the English menu, you ask for which I always did, and I just got my little thing out and went blip. Except for one time where I didn't do that. I'll tell you a story. So I went to this yakitori bar, right?
Okay.
And I was going, with my wife. It was the first game for the Dodgers, so we want to watch the game. So we went to a bar, and there's only locals in there, right? And the menu's just all Japanese. So like we ordered some barbecue chicken, yakitori's barbecue, and then I see these things. They look like cutlets, and I'm like, "Oh, what are those?" And I asked the lady, "What are these?" And she's like, "Where?" I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Where?" I'm like, "Wings." She's like, "Yeah, wings." And I order them. So my wife's like, "Are you sure? You know what you ordered? They don't look like wings when they come." I'm like, "All right, let me look." I fucking ate whale.
Well, I don't know how I feel about that. That's like a
I've
sentient
had whale
creature.
before.
That's like eating a fellow man.
I don't know what to tell you, bro.
It's like eating dolphin. You guys are sick fucks.
Tasted like liver, but
I ate it in
that's a good story,
Iceland.
You ate it in Iceland?
And it sounds like it was a mistake for you, Enzo. Tiko, you're the real sick fuck because you probably ordered it, huh?
I did. I actually went to the restaurant.
Purposely for the whale.
I also had shark jerky.
I've had shark. Shark's not bad.
Baby shark.
Babies. My wife kept telling me I ate shamu, so pretty ruined up.
Ooh, that is pretty messed up.
How'd you like Portugal?
Lisbon might be one of the best cities I've ever been to in my life.
Right?
I think up there with Mexico City for the two best cities, my two favorite cities.
Really?
Oh, yeah? Really?
Yeah. So CDMX highly underrated. Like,
yeah.
Have you been, Eds?
I haven't been to Mexico, so
at all?
No, I've never been to Mexico. I've been to the border, but that's it.
For a fatty like you who loves food, I mean, it's amazing.
When did this like Enzo fat thing start coming in? Because he called himself fat, and then Tiko just was like, "Oh, all bets are off." He's like, "Well, now that he said it, I can say it."
Honestly, it's probably like top 5 cuisine cities I've been to.
Yeah, it's really good. It's cheap.
You could go. I mean, you work on weekends, so it's a little difficult. But on a long weekend, you could go there. The flights it's a 3.5-hour flight. You could probably book it on like 250-300 round trip. It's fucking amazing, man. I love Mexico City.
It's on the bucket list, but like honestly, I think I'm gonna go back to Japan. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, yeah, no complaints there.
There was just so much I didn't get to see,
Yeah.
but like that's your favorite city. Like London used to be my favorite city, and I'm biased. It was my favorite city in the world. I've been there so many times, lived there, blah blah blah.
Hey, dude,
I went,
you've lived there. What do you mean you've been there? So...
oh, my favorite city. Anyway,
Yeah.
Tokyo now is my favorite city in the world. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
Over London?
Over London.
Really? So I have a friend who's been to Tokyo like 5-6 times, and she's like, "There's still so much I haven't seen. It's
Yeah.
a city
It's
like
huge.
that." Yeah.
When I went when I was like 14, I went to like we went to a skyscraper and we like, ate at the very top and like at nighttime and like that city just goes on forever. Like you
Dude.
cannot see the end of it at night. It's
Even
wild.
even the nightlife. I was in Shinjuku, and like I was saying before, I wake up at 3:30 because I was so
Shinjuku.
like, exactly. Okay. And there's people just walking around at 3 in the morning, not just randomly going to work or anything. They're still out.
It's part of their
Yeah.
culture, like drinking.
Yeah.
Keith, what'd you like so much about Lisbon?
I think I just liked like the walkability of it and how kind of old it felt. Like aesthetically, it was really just nice. And there was also a lot of good food there and like a lot of cool people, like interesting stuff going on. It was just also just like a good vibe.
And it's also not like super Americanized. Yeah.
It's not, and there's like surf there. Like it looked like there were good waves. Like just seemed like a place I could really like see myself like living. You know?
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah. Did you go to the Barro Alto district where like the small bars, like people walking down the street?
That's where we stayed. We stayed in an apartment above it.
Dude, I was wondering because it's like super narrow street ends and everyone's on the street drinking, walking around. The bars are like the size of like a tiny bedroom. And I was wondering, imagine living up there and there's like nonstop people drinking.
That's
and,
what we were
like, yelling.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would get loud for sure.
And then it's funny because it closes like around like 2:30, 3 o'clock, and everyone walks down the street. It's called Pink Street just because it's painted pink, and that's like where the after-hour bars are and the strip
Yep.
clubs.
Yeah.
Of course you'd know that, you drunk.
Okay. Should we get into what we're here for?
I thought we were just catching up.
Or just catch up? We can catch up.
Yeah, we could. Dude, I was in Vegas since let me see.
How'd you do?
I actually did good. I
Yeah?
hit a 16 parlay across
16 parlay?
Hold the phone. Hold the phone.
And we weren't. You didn't involve us.
Of us? That's my first thought. Thank you, Keith.
I'm sorry. Who was it? I'm done doing parlays because it's a sucker's bet. Yada yada.
It is a sucker's bet.
It is a sucker's bet, but when you do a 16-game parlay, I
Six,
want.
not 16.
Oh,
6.
16.
Oh.
Tico, we've never seen
Six.
Tico again if he had a 16-game parlay. He'd
So-
be so out of here.
I'm making my own podcast.
Real Madrid, Dodgers, and then it was like 4 basketball games.
Oh, nice.
But I made a 10-team parlay on EPL, and I lost already. But the frustrating thing, you know who I lost because? Fucking Southampton and Ipswich. I picked both of them
That was
to
the one I
lose.
lost. Really?
It's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but you know
Go
how it
figure.
is. Like after international break, those games are always tricky. You have like even in fantasy, you have like
Well,
Keefe
some-
winning fantasy matchups all of a sudden, scoring 110 points, 130. He couldn't manage to
130.
score like 90 before.
I know. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's Cole Palmer, the Cole Palmer effect.
God.
I thought it was the Luis Diaz effect.
Oh, that too.
Did you guys see the players I traded away combined at like 45 points? I would have won
bad
if
week.
yeah.
Bad
Yeah.
week. I mean,
That's all right.
that's been happening to me all season. Every decision I've made hasn't gone my way, so I felt like it was you making that mistake of a trade was like the universe giving me a break.
Fuck the universe.
Yeah, the universe said, "Fuck you, Tico. Keith deserves this."
Actually, after making the trade with Tom, which and Kuko and Morgan Rogers for Odegaard,
Do you feel better about the whole situation?
I don't know. It's only 1 week. I mean, Rogers probably scores more goals now, but and maybe more assists with Rashford and Asensio. But I should have sent away Solbaslai instead of Morgan Rogers. Kind of like Rogers.
Oh, was that an option?
I don't know. I didn't negotiate it. I've been trying to get Odegaard from him for like the past since like maybe match week 10.
He's
Good
a
time.
he's a
Good
tough
time to get
cookie,
over
man.
there.
He's a tough.
Just
he's
give him a
fucking-
Chelsea player, man. And Kuko is the
That was a sweetener.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Should we get into this?
Let's get into it.
Hello and welcome to episode 82 of Draft Offsides. My name is Keefe. I'm with Tiko and Enzo. Follow us at Draft Offsides on all the socials. And we'll see you next
And
week.
all the podcasts.
And all the podcasts and all the things on YouTube. YouTube Shorts.
FC Tokyo, let's go.
See Tokyo.
I put on the Japanese scarf too, just since you're back. I should have put
That's
on my Portuguese one too.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
You know, unlike you
Alright.
fucking assholes, I care.
Damn. Damn.
All right. Well,
All right.
that was fun. Oh, wait. I have a funny story. We played an all Armenian team in in our over 30s league, and they are Tiko. They're notoriously the worst team to play against. Like they're just such
What do you mean?
assholes.
Oh,
They're just like constantly picking fights, complaining to the ref. It's just like a whole like drama, and they're like constantly trying to egg people on, and they're known for like going too far, but also like getting other players sent off. Like it's just like a whole thing with them, you know.
oh my God.
And
I wonder if
so
I know these people.
I always wonder this. And then so I made a tackle against a guy. It was a really good tackle, and he started complaining. I told him to shut the fuck up, and he turned to me and he started screaming at me, calling me a cunt, like super loud. And then, but he said it so loud in front of the ref, and the ref was like, I have to give this guy yellow. Like, so he gave the guy yellow. And his other teammate was like, oh, you got him. Like, to me, he's like, oh, good, like, kind of joking, like, oh, you got him wound up. And I was like, yeah, yeah. And then that same guy, like, was just, like, egging me on. He's like, fuck you, fuck you. And he was like, he's like, you know what? He was, like, trying to figure out a way to, like, get me to, like, push him or get me to do something to, like, so the ref would give me a yellow. You know what I mean? He was like, you probably work a 9 to 5. And I was like, what? I was like, that's your like diss? He's like, yeah, you probably like have to work for a living. And I was
You have
like,
a manager.
yeah, I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you freaking corporate monkey or something. I was like, what, dude? Like, yeah, like me and 99% of the rest of the world have a job. Like, what do you mean? It was like such a funny. I was like, that's literally the funniest thing you could have said. Like, how am I offended?
Let me know next time you play them. I'll try to come out see if I know those people. Do you have time for a quick story too? I've been trying to like keep forgetting to tell you guys this happened like a couple of months ago. So like on one of the dating apps, there's like one of the questions, like startup questions, whatever, is like, what are you like really like that you like that's kind of weird or whatever? And someone said, oh, I really enjoy like clean sheets. So I matched with this person and I wrote, oh man, I love a good clean sheet, especially if you have the defender and the goalkeeper. And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, like if you're playing your defender and the goalkeeper, you get a clean sheet. How amazing is that? You get the double point. Dude, this conversation went up for like, obviously, like, how's she gonna get it? I was enjoying myself, but obviously we never went out on a date. Nothing happened.
I'm surprised you've not been banned from these dating sites. Because that's not the first clean sheet joke you've made on the dating sites.
I think that the pool is so bad that Tiko's probably like an exemplary like member of the community.
I'm one of the founding fathers of online dating. Oh man!
Alrighty, well,
all right.
Leave your windows open.
Yeah.
All right,
lads.
take care, guys.
Catch you later, boys.
Windows open. Windows open.